Mission accepted. Deploying.
The target is Shabani. He was the leader of the boys being forced to work at the mine. He was separated from the others and taken away to Ngumba Industrial Zone. The locals call this place Nzoya Vadia Bulu, the Devil's House. Boss, find Shabani and extract him safely. You can check the target's location on your iDroid.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated.
An outpost and a sunken road. Munoko ya Nioka, the snake's mouth. I get it. Looks like that's the only way to the objective area.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Vergeet dit. Ek sien goed. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination.
Clouds approaching. Marker plate analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Intel file obtained.
Picked up an intel file. Looks like a map to the objective area. It's on your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Marker placed.
Guard post there. Security sure is tight. I guess they don't want anyone poking around. Shabani was the leader of the boys being forced to work at the mine. He was separated from the others and taken away to Ngumba Industrial Zone. The locals call this place Nzoya Badia Bulu, the Devil's House. Shabani was the oldest among the kids. He looked after them, and apparently they really admired him.
Boss, the client this time is a child. One of the children you rescued from that mine. He wants us to save the boy who was their leader. His name is Shabani, and he was the oldest among them. Several days before you went to the mine, he was taken away to Nzoya Badia Bulu. Our search turned up a place the locals call by that name. Ngumba Industrial Zone. Nearby residents are terrified of it. They say the devil lives there, and that anyone who sets foot in it never returns. This industrial zone has long been abandoned, but it seems it was sold off a few years back to a certain corporation, Saner. And now the perimeter is tightly guarded by a PF. The reason is unclear. The same goes for why Shabani was taken away. But something is obviously going on there. Those kids from the mine really looked up to Shabani. The client has given us the last of their diamonds in return. Go get Shabani out of there, boss. Whatever Cypher's up to in the region, Shabani might just be our best lead.
Stay.
Aka het nuwe instruksies vir jou. Verlig die wag vorentoe. Sy skof is verby en ons het 'n tekort aan mannekrag.
Verstaan. Waarna toe gaan ek?
Die wagpos voor die tonnel. Wanneer jy by die rivieroeverwagpos kom, slaan koers die woud in.
Reg.
Hou jou oë oop. Die digte mis verdamp trend nooit. Dan's daar stories oor
Hulle?
bose geeste. Duiwels wat fluister en vloek en wie weet wat als. Die laaste ou, hy is by die tonnel en kyk. Wees dit versigtig. Gaan nou.
Ja, meneer.
They're mercenaries belonging to Rogue Coyote. Not so much a corporation as a mixed bag of hired gun. Mist.
Destination.
Supposedly the valley up ahead is covered in mist almost year-round. The objective area is beyond there. The bridge has collapsed. Looks like you'll have to go down through the valley.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Planning on jumping off the waterfall, boss? Go around. There's a cliff blocking the way to the objective area. You'll have to take the path.
The father purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon. The day of the crime, the father went to the trunk of his car, retrieved the rifle, and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen after lunch. When his 10-year-old son came to investigate the commotion, the father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who he shot in the stomach, was pregnant at the time. Police arriving on scene after neighbors called 911 found the father in his car. Found the father in his car, listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, neighbors say they heard the father repeating a sequence of numbers in a loud voice. They said it was like he was chanting some strange spell. There was another family shot to death in the same state last month, and in December last year, a man used a rifle and meat cleaver to murder his entire family. In each case, the perpetrators were fathers. State police say this string of domestic homicides appears unrelated, though it could be part of a larger trend such as employment, child care, and other social issues facing the average family. As the congressional debate over gun control flares up yet again, we regret to report the murder of a wife and her 2 children by their husband and father. The father purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on Sunday afternoon.
Moenie daar aangaan.
The day of the crime, the father went to the trunk of his car,
Moenie
retrieved the
nuuskierig raak
rifle,
nie. Jy
and
is soos
shot
die
his
ander
wife as
bestuurder
she
op my
was
naam.
cleaning up the kitchen
Daar
after
het
lunch.
iets met hom gebeur.
When his
Hy het
10-year-old
deur die
son
tol
came
gegaan
to
en van
investigate
buite
the
aan die ander kant
commotion,
gesien.
the
Toe sy
father
geweet
shot
is
him
ek nie
too.
want hy probeer om die mense
His
te
6-year-old daughter
bevry.
had the good
Daai
sense to hide in the
tydstip was ek
bathroom,
aan diens by die
but
stasie
reports
en
suggest
ek
he
het die
lured
tol
her
gestop.
out by
Ek
telling
het nie
her
geweet wat
it
om
was
te
just
doen
a game.
en rapporteer
The
aan
girl was
bevel.
found shot
Voor ek
once in the
weet
chest
wat
from
die spanning
point-blank
vandag
range.
net daar en dan
The
geskiet.
mother, who was shot
Verbrand
in
in
the
die hele
stomach,
vragmotor,
was
almal
pregnant
binne
at
in
the
'n
time.
alverswerkende oogwink.
Police arriving on
Wat maak dit
scene
saak?
after neighbors called
Wees
911
bly
found
uit
the
van
father
top.
in his car,
Reg.
listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, neighbors say they heard the father repeating a sequence of numbers in a loud voice.
Please select a drop point.
Some strange spell.
Supplies requested.
Another family shot to death in the same state last month.
Supply drop complete.
There's a lot of erosion in that tunnel. Could come down any minute. Watch your step. You've reached the objective area. Now look for the target. I just hope he's alive.
The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother
What
Base.
is that? Boss, here's Shabani. That? Run, boss. It's him again. You can't let him catch you, boss. Get out of there. Boss, take cover, boss.
Mission has been updated.
He spotted you. He's coming. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Time to get on the chopper.
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Disappears, and the man on fire stops. I guess that worked. Great job as always, boss. Wait, you want to extract him? Good idea. I want to know what he really is.
Extraction.
Get on with it, boss. He broke the cords. I'd call that good news.
Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.